Also, recently in the news, the Trump administration essentially said that the Israeli settlements, they would no longer consider them to be a violation of international law. What are some possible consequences of that on the ground?
It's very interesting the way that's reported. The way it's reported universally, and everything I've seen at least, is that up until now, the State Department had called them violations of international law, and now Trump is changing that position. But there happens to be a world out there outside the United States, believe it or not. There's institutions like the World Court, for example. The World Court determined that they're in violation of international law. That was even accepted by the U.S. Justice on the World Court. Does that have any standing? The Red Cross is the official institution responsible for the Geneva Conventions. They've declared them in violation of the Geneva Conventions. The Security Council, with the U.S. supporting it back around 1980 or so, declared them in violation of international law. Does that matter? I mean, here, the way it's discussed is there's only one place in the world, that's the United States, changed its policy. Now they're not in violation of international law. I mean, in a way, you could argue it doesn't matter that much because the U.S. is backing the settlements anyway. Obama, for example, said mildly he was opposed to settlement expansion, not to the settlements, but when it came to the Security Council for a vote, there was an amazing vote in February 2015, I guess, under Obama anyway, in which the Security Council voted on a resolution endorsing official U.S. policy, no expansion of settlements. Obama vetoed it. That was striking enough. It even made the newspapers. Usually it doesn't. So, but still there's a difference. I mean, this is symbolic, but it's essentially telling Israel to do whatever you like. So it'll accelerate the settlement programs.
Also, recently in Gaza, there were...
Incidentally, if you ask why did Trump make this decision? I don't think it has anything to do with Israel. I think, like everything, has to do with his voting base. Christian evangelicals are the biggest part of his voting base. They love it. The rich, retired Jews in Florida are going to be influential in the Florida vote. They like it. What happens to the world? He doesn't give a damn.